Hello guys, yes, it's me again. I haven't posted a video in a while, and today I feel led to do a second video. So I'm thinking about something that I've been saying a lot. I mentioned it to a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine recently, about what's happening in the world. You know, all the wars, the division in my country, the United States, between the two political parties, and we see the people supporting each party, how the division is so sickening. I haven't been watching the Democratic National Convention. I didn't even watch the Republican National Convention because I just know what comes out of those two things. There's no more policies. They no longer talk about policy and about what they're gonna do for you and me, okay, for the citizens of the United States, or even for the citizens of the world, because whether we like it or not, the United States has a huge influence, too much influence in my opinion, upon the affairs of other nations in this world. So I said to my friends, to a couple of them, I've said this, because people, especially Christians, so easily say, it's a battle against good and evil. It's a battle between good and evil. And I said to my friends, I believe it's not a battle against good and evil. It's a battle against evil and evil. And why do I say this? Look at the two sides. Whatever side you're looking at, if you're looking at a war, the two sides that are warring, or if you're looking at a political, season, we're heading up to elections, campaigns, both sides, look at either sides. You tell me, which side is good, which one's evil? Tell me. In your opinion, which side is good and which one's evil? And if you're choosing the side on the left or the right, whichever side it is, the side that is attacking or the side that's defending, whichever side you pick, what's the good in them? What's the good in them? What good are you seeing in them? Remember what the Lord said. There's no one good but God. So what I want to read, the reason I say that it's evil versus evil, if we read in Matthew chapter 24, we see the account, we see where Jesus is healing people. Okay, he healed a blind man. He healed a deaf man. Where this guy was able to see, to speak. And what did the rulers of Israel say? What did the Pharisees say? So let me read real quickly just a couple of verses, and then I'll continue with what I want to say. And it says in Matthew 12:24, it says, "Now when the Pharisees heard it, they said, 'This fellow,'" being Jesus, "does not cast out demons except by Beelzebub, the ruler of demons." But Jesus knew their thoughts. It's beautiful that the Lord knows all our thoughts. Jesus knew their thoughts and said to them, "Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself will not stand. If Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then will his kingdom stand? And if I cast out demons by Beelzebub, by whom do your sons cast them out? Therefore, they shall be your judges." I didn't mean to read that verse, but anyway, Jesus says, if Satan casts out Satan, he's divided against himself. How then will his kingdom stand? The kingdom of evil, the kingdom of Satan, which is upon this world, will not stand, and we know it because Scripture tells us. Read Scripture. We know the end already, guys. We know the end. And we know that Jesus was in the beginning with the Father, and Jesus is the end. So he is our beginning and our end. And as I see all these battles waging around the world, okay, whether it be a physical battle, a political battle, battles within a divided family, Jesus tells us these houses will not stand. They will fall. It'll bring itself down. And as I said to my friend, the Lord tells us that a house divided cannot stand. And I said, it's evil versus evil, and that house is going to collapse. But the sad part about it is, I said to my friend, that within that house, which is the world itself, there are many innocent, beautiful people. There are people who do not support either side. There are people who are not part of this system, but they do succumb to the battles that wage between these political sides, or whether it be a physical war or whatever it is, these poor people. So we need to pray for them. But as I see these battles increasing around the world, as we see how Ukraine and Russia has only ramped up their war. How as we see how Israel is now being attacked by many fronts. How we see the political division in this country. Okay, I was reading through X really quick. They were talking about Michelle Obama and how she basically said, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't care to watch it. I'm just basically reading really quick what people saying. How she said that Trump can't be president because he's white. Okay, so you talk about racism, but now you say a person can't be president because he's white. Isn't that racism in itself? Isn't that reverse racism? Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. But we see how they're already creating a division, a greater division between the citizens of our country, the citizens of the world. And we see that not only here, we see that in the UK, we see that in France. We see how evil itself, which are the leaders, okay? I truly believe that every single leader in this world is in one way or another controlled by Satan, okay? They serve an evil. Once you serve your own purpose, you're serving evil. And you find me, a leader in this world, who's serving his people. He's not. Every single one of them. Yes, including Trump. Yes, including Kamala Harris. Yes, including Biden and Barack Obama and whoever else you want to name, including Bibi Netanyahu. Every single one of them is serving their own purpose. And that's evil in itself. So that's why I believe that the battle that we're seeing in this world is not good versus evil. It's evil versus evil. God bless you, my friends.